Now it's time for Jenzar Productions Top 10.
Hey guys, it's me, Corey Moquin. I'm actually doing a top 10. You know, I haven't really done one in a couple years, and I've had a lot of requests to do another one, so I decided I'd do one that, you know, everyone would be interested in, because everyone likes the Beatles. So here we go, top 10 Beatles albums. Now this is all based on personal preference. I consider myself a pretty big fan, so I picked the songs that I like the best, and I saw what album they're on, and went from there. Coming in at number 10 is their 1963 album, Please Please Me, with great tracks on here are, of course, Please Please Me, Twist and Shout, and of course, I Saw You Standing There. This was one of their first albums and one of their best. Not much else to say about this one. It was pretty much in the pop era of their musical journey, if you want to call it that. Yeah, so here we go. Number 9. Magical Mystery Tour from 1967. One of their more trippier psychedelic albums. Some key tracks on here are All You Need Is Love, I'm the Walrus, Strawberry Fields Forever. A lot of great songs on here. Still not the best to, you know, make the top of my list, but, you know, a lot of good songs, and definitely one of their best. Number 8. The 1964 album of A Hard Day's Night. Still one of their older, on the cusp of turning into one of their greatest rock bands of all time, but still not quite there yet, but still a lot of great tracks on this album. Hard Day's Night, I Should Have Known Better, and Can't Buy Me Love. You know, the movie was so-so, but, you know, featured a lot of great music from that album, and, yeah, not much else to say about that one. Number 7. Now remember, this is all personal preference, and I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for putting this one pretty low on my list, but number 7 is 1966 Revolver. Yeah, I don't know. It's a great album, obviously, one of the best of all time, but as far as my Beatles preferences go, I'd have to rank it pretty low. I mean, obviously, I still play it a lot. It has a lot of great tracks. Eleanor Rigby, I'm Only Sleeping is one of my favorites of all time. Good Day Sunshine's not bad, For No One. You know, the list goes on, but, you know, the thing with the Beatles is that they had a lot of amazing albums, and this one, you know, is one of them, but just kind of shows how great they actually are, because, you know, it's so low on the list, which means there's just better ones to come. Number 6, the final studio album from the Beatles, from 1970, Let It Be. Now, a lot of you might be wondering why this is ranked higher than Revolver, and with Revolver, there's a couple songs that I can't really listen to. Well, not can't, but I prefer not to listen to, because there's other ones that I like to listen to more, that makes any sense. With Let It Be, I can pretty much listen to any song in that album. You know, it's all, not a lot of great quality songs, but every song is pretty good on there, and there's no song that's bad, is what I want to say. You know, a couple key tracks is Get Back. It's actually a pretty good quality song. I shouldn't have said that. And Two of Us is one of my favorites too. And of course, Let It Be. Number 5. From 1965, considered to be one of their best albums, Rubber Soul. Again, this is another album where you can pretty much listen to any song on there and just not have like one where you skip it. It's just, they're all great, you know. One of my favorite Beatles songs of all time, In My Life, is from this album. And it's just a real testament to how great, you know, they were even before they went over that arch, I want to say, where they started to come out with Abbey Road and White Album and Sgt. Pepper's and all them. Number 4. Again, from 1965, Help. This album's a lot like Rubber Soul in that it's still pretty poppy, but, you know, it takes it one step further, even though it was before Rubber Soul, I believe. Some great tracks on here the night before, Help, I Need You by George Harrison, Ticket to Ride, and with the inclusions of I Just Seen a Face and Yesterday, you can't really, you know, keep it any lower, you know, it's just a great album, but the movie was terrible. I just was not a fan of the movie. Number 3. From 1967, it's Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Yeah, it's a mouthful, but, you know, obviously it's a great album. I keep saying it, but it's true. Every song on this album is just, you know, it ranks in like one of the best songs of all time. You got A Day in the Life, Sgt. Pepper's, Lovely Rita, When I'm 64. Every song is just amazing. One of the first concept albums of all time, and it really, you know, propelled them into this league of, you know, greatest bands ever, and they probably are the greatest band ever. Number 2, from 1969, it's Abbey Road. Now, from beginning to end in this album, it's just complete epic. Every song is just complete quality, and then at the end with the medley, that ranges up to 16 minutes, and it ends with just the end, and it was just such a great album. You know, there's nothing you can say that's bad about it. Even Octopus's Garden is one of my favorite songs, and people seem to like dislike that one more often than not. But that's just how it is, I guess, with Ringo. But anyways, yeah. So yeah, one of the, you know, obviously it's one of the greatest albums of all time. Number 1. Now, if you paid attention to my list, I'm pretty sure you can guess which ones I'm going to put as number 1 because it's by process of elimination. It's from 1968. It's the Beatles' White Album. Now, usually I go for quality over quantity, but in this case, it's a mixture of both because there's, you know, I think there's 30 songs on the album, and there are far and few between. There's only a couple that I don't really like. Revolution Number 9 is just not that good, but that's obviously, I don't even consider it music really. But you know, there's so many great songs on here. Blackbird, Back in the USSR, Oba Di Oba Da is one of my favorites. I mean, the list goes on, but you know, comparing it to Abbey Road, I just think it's a longer listen. You know, that's how I picture. I want to listen to an album. I want to, you know, listen to it for a long time, and you know, I think Abbey Road's great, but the White Album just has more quantity and quality, if that makes any sense. I know it probably doesn't because I'm an idiot. Alright guys, so that's my top 10 Beatles albums of all time. I know it was kind of short and improvised, clearly, but you know, I just wanted to get one of these out there since I've had a lot of requests for them lately, and hopefully I can do some more music-related, movie-related, video game-related top 10s in the future. If you have any requests, put them in the comments section, you know. I'm always up to suggestions, so, you know, keep me posted on that. Anyways, have a great day, guys. Talk to you later. Not talk to you later. I'll see you later with the next top 10. Bye.